being super hard, so yeah. Wait, what? What do I need to claim? Oh, expedition awards. Stupid. If I have time, I also... Oh, buttons, holy crap. So fast. If I have time, I also potentially want to just go around getting all the PP points for SNES Naya, but we'll see. It'll be a quick stream. I'm trying to aim for a kind of 1 hour and then ending it. I really need to kind of reset my schedule so I don't suffer too much at work. I got some stuff I need to do. At least get myself set up this week. Ended up like sleeping in a little bit, and then I got to work late, so then I worked late, so then I got home late. By the time I finished everything, it was late, so it is what it is. How you doing, Barnes? How was work? Question mark, question mark? I'm still not 100% on what your situation is. I know you're neat, but you said that you don't go to school. Oh, I guess you're just unemployed? Voluntarily, of course. Gotcha. Yeah, hopefully once I get my schedule set up, I want to play NTE because there's the new patch, new story and all that I want to get to. And then we'll see whether I feel good enough pulling for Zanko. I have enough to guarantee her, but... and also her weapon as well if I truly am that enamored, but we'll see. Really depends on how the quest goes. Do you ever do that where it's like you decide to pull for a character after you find out, after you play their quest? But some of these characters for sure is like that for me. But in Nepha for sure, I just didn't plan to pull for her initially at all. And then really got to kind of know the character through the quests and such. Here I am. But I didn't pull her initially, it just ended up being a rerun. So a bit different, but Zibai for sure was a pull after the quest. It wasn't even a mainline story quest, it was just freaking event quest. But I loved the sort of backstory of it. And her multiple personality stuff. No? Really? You're very disciplined. I guess like I'm like kind of in the middle, I guess. when it comes to this. Like a lot of people just, I know a lot of people, which is kind of insane to me, that just pull whenever they have enough like currency, they'll just pull. And so then it's either absolutely no plan or they hard plan. I admit that I'm on the hard plan side, which is why I end up in situations like me, which like I have way too many pulls right now. Of course, it only takes like one banner or one patch, and I just pull for everything. I'll get rid of it. But majority of characters are genuinely initiating lore-wise. Is that specifically for Honkai by Third, or are you referring to generally gacha games? And actually, like, it's not necessarily lore. Most of the time it's actually like the story of how I got introduced, like it's like that I got to experience with the character and how they act. Sometimes then that's influenced by the lore, but it's not necessarily the lore. We're gonna come back to Zibai. It really wasn't the lore. Like the lore was cool, like it enforced like she was a good person kind of, but it never like popped out to me. The one that popped out to me was like the story of how she split herself and all that kind of stuff, and like it was super interesting to see her various personalities and stuff like that. It's the way she got introduced, and like we interacted with her through the story quest was more the motivation. Let me think. Let me go back. Let me see. Actually, Sandrone for sure. I didn't plan to pull for her initially, but then the way she acted and the way she interacted with us and her motivations with Columbina really did. It wasn't her lore. Her lore, but by the time we learned about her lore, I was already going to pull for her. Like her story arc was great with her sacrifice for the main quest and stuff. So her quest also helped. Ayaka was a follow-up, so it wasn't really anything. Skirk, before I knew anything about her, I did any story, I was already planning to pull her, just pure design. And the idea that she's... what was of her character was cool. Said Lali kind of was a tag along as well. I don't know if I pulled her before her story though. I'm pretty sure I was always gonna pull her because she was supporting Mavuika. Like she was like a secondary pull to buff Mavuika, which I wanted to buff. But then her story really sold me as well. Who else? Who else? Lama Nefer kind of. Wasn't planning to get Nefer honestly, but then I really liked her role in the Archon quest, in the main story. So are also usually the ones I already wanted to pull. Yeah, that's some of that as well for sure. Like I'm always gonna pull the Archons, and just if I wasn't convinced before, after the Archon quest, I definitely would have been convinced for the Columbina no matter what. But I was always planned, like the plan is always to get the Archon or the big major character of the region. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of it. Everybody else, I kind of Hu Tao is kind of interaction based. Like she was on like a third, fourth rerun by the time I pulled for her, but like I was like, oh yeah, I'll get her. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, trip down memory lane and all that. Wait, what? Yeah, it's not a lot of characters. Like, I kind of off the top of my head, maybe like 5 or 6. I've been playing this game for so long. That's like a drop in the bucket when it comes to main characters. A lot of them are already planned to get it. Maybe 4. Oh, you're right. I agree. Cryo Pyro, interesting. Opponent details. Cryo second half? No. What? Oh, yeah, you do not need cryo second half. You need pyro second half. Just run this maybe? By this, I don't know what I'm doing right now. What the frick am I doing? I'm blanking on who the team is. I'll say what then. Holy. Holy, I need sleep. I'll sleep later. I'll sleep in a bit, I promise. What am I doing? Who goes on this team? Oh, it's here. And this is flipped too. Oh, I can just use the preset. What am I doing? And then cryo first half. Did I just run the stupid one? I run the really stupid one. Leaks don't help. Yeah, I also plan on leaks. Fair enough. When it comes to like, because I'm also a planner, so I'm always looking at leaks to plan out my pulls. Depends on how fast I want to do this, right? If I just do it this is kind of boring, but we'll do it. I don't know what I subscribe to, but okay. I probably would be more influenced if I didn't care about leagues or didn't follow leagues, for sure. More open to influence, I guess, is the word. But like, I'm already well influenced by the time the leak. Like, I've seen the leak and I was like, oh, a bit of it is definitely how strong they are. It's not like we don't know who's playable, so there's that as well. I mean, admittedly, they're definitely putting the budget where it counts. You know, like in the playable characters. Because it meant the different quality of the playable characters were better NPC look. I'd probably prefer just putting all my money into the playable characters. So I don't fault them for it. It would be nice if they spent a bit more effort without losing too much in the regular characters though. I think there's also a different part of it where it's like, it feels like some of these games, especially Genshin, I think mainly it's Genshin, I think, suffers the most with the NPC thing. So I think we see it most with like the early gacha games before they got big. If you actually look into it, like Genshin, like I'm pretty sure Honkai also, like this is prehistoric, like this is conceived before gacha games generally got into the mainstream, right? That was like known to make money. So of course there was gacha games always existed and made money. There's plenty of gacha games before, but so they probably worked with fairly limited budget and all that kind of stuff. So I understand them prioritizing designing the first batch of characters, like playable characters, and just kind of leaving NPCs on the wayside. Because the reason why I say this, because if you look at their current or the newer games, ZZZ, for example, has great NPCs. Like not the regular NPCs, but some of the story NPCs, like some more significant ones, look really good. Like they look playable. I saw a guy like analyze some of them. It was great. It was like it was pretty good detail in the models and stuff like that. Of course, it's still like there's still trade-offs. It's still not like up to specifically like pixel peep and stuff like that for assets and stuff like that. They're not going to have as much details, specifically probably in the textures and stuff like that, as a playable. And then I think at that point they're like, okay, we'll make money, so we can spend the time. Like we don't have to. Well, instead of working with a limited amount of budget and then pushing and then like saying, oh, we're prioritizing the playable characters, they're just going to increase the budget so they get the same amount of love to the playable, and then just spreading the love a little bit more to the NPCs. This was the first game doing that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's like the success of Genshin, I kind of can understand it in the timeline, right? It's like Honkai's impact, like the original Honkai Impact third, you know, it didn't pop off, so they were, but then there was enough there that they were like, okay, let's do Genshin. They do Genshin with like a little bit of trepidation. They'll start it. I think they think it's a good idea. They invest in it. It pops the frick off, and then they're like, okay, so we've had one major success out of two. I'm sure they've made other games though, admittedly. So then they probably have a more track record of like not popping off, right? And then they're like, okay, Honkai Star Rail. We don't know whether this is going to be a guaranteed success. It's not a completely different game to Genshin. It's turn-based, all that kind of jazz. So maybe they take it a bit more. They don't immediately be like, oh, this is going to be a hit. Put all their money in there. And they're probably right about that. Looking at the numbers. But it's still generally profitable, so they're not shutting the game down like some of these other gacha games. So then they're safe to that. So then at that point, they're like, okay, there's enough in the market, we feel, that we know that we're gonna, at the very least, be able to make all our money back, even if we throw some more quality into it. More budget behind everything. So then that's ZZ. And then their latest game, I don't know if you saw, it looks pretty darn good too, but it's more photorealistic than anything. It's kind of, it almost seemed like Monster Hunter-ish or whatever. So it seems like they're upping their budget across the board. What am I looking at? Sorry, let me figure this out real quick. Oh yeah, okay. I keep this team. I changed the top team. We do this, right? So either this or we do Nouvelle is doable. We can try. Let's do this one. Wait, what did I just do? trending up slowly even from before. Yeah, I get that, but it's like, you know, like I think it's a sign of, you know, the Hollywood, like the Hollywood's kind of recovering, it feels like a little bit now, but like it's in the same vein of like how Hollywood has like been on such a downturn for blockbusters for like the past couple of years. You can chalk it up to like a little bit of recession and stuff like that as well, of like the general economy not being well and people not going out for movies and so whatever. But where, and also like in the AAA gaming sphere as well, right, where people are spending like exorbitant amount of money on these AAA games, and then they're realizing, wait, we don't, like, these aren't guaranteed hits anymore. And I don't fault them for being a bit more cautious with their growth. But what I will fault them for is why won't they just retroactively start spending more money on NPCs and just like revamp NPCs across the board? They can do that. They're just refusing to. They have this weird obsession with like, let's keep everything legacy as legacy or whatever and just not revamp everything. Like what they really should be doing realistically is like what they're doing now is like they're doing this through skins, right? Where it's like the skin for old characters looks really good because it's like updated for like that at that time of release or whatever. So like the models got better, they got more detailed, whatever, but it's on the skin. If you go back to the base skin, and it still is the low poly early days, right? And this is for playable characters. So they're not even, what they really should be doing is like kind of investing a bit of money back and be like, hey, like it's not going to pay them because they're just updating old characters people already have. Potentially, if they update it, maybe people will pull on the rerun or whatever. Like you can argue that for resource allocation and making money. But I feel like they should like go back and revamp everything. They have the money to do it. I think that's the problem I have with them. It's not the fact that they initially pushed it in that way. Initially, it was a bit more skeptical about the growth and didn't, you know, bet the house on it, right? Imagine if they bet the house on Honkai Star Rail, like it popped off and it launched and then like dipped completely, and then it's like now they're out of money, potentially, if they like threw the house at it. Of course, like we've slowly, when it came down, and then now I think the player base is like it's rising back up to a steady state of people like that genuinely like that game in the longer term. But there is a world in which they spent everything for Honkai Star Rail, and then they're like, okay, we don't have money for CCZ or whatever. Or they would have to like at least delay ZZZ potentially, like allow Genshin to make them more money before they move on and have money for other things. So I sometimes think about that. So I'm not like in hindsight, of course, we can say like stuff popped off, but I don't mind their initial strategy of being a bit more cautious though. What kind of game was Honkai Gakuen? Just like Gakuen is like an academy game, right? So it's like a high school based type. From what I understand, even Honkai Impact 3rd was like in that sphere, right? So like that setting where there's like a, not like necessarily an academy, but it's like in that age. It's just like mech with it. But the main thing is, I think like free-to-play based games with, you know, like paid components has always popped up in China though. Admittedly, you know what I mean? Is that people didn't realize how big it would pop off in outside of China, I think was the main discovery that they made. Or that they realized, or like gamers themselves maybe like became more open to. Because everybody was, you know, into the AAA gaming stuff, right? Like, there's a reason why, like, even for me, I didn't even know about, you know, more niche games, but like from, like they're saying, like Honkai Gakuen would have like popped up in China. I don't even know. Like, to me, it almost like MiHoYo starts at Honkai Impact 3rd. That's the first time I heard about that game. I even like initially installed it, pre-registered for it, I think, very early. Oh no, I don't think I pre-registered for it. I pre-registered for Genshin, but I didn't actually start it. It looked interesting to me at the time. I pre-registered for it, but then I never actually started it until a year after, and my friends started playing it.
Yeah.
And we were going out for dinner and stuff like that. I always hear them talk about it, so I got curious. Like, the closest I got to knowing about the Chinese, you know, free game, sort of. Free game sort of, or base free game with live service, or we didn't know the term was live service or whatever back in the day, right? I remember COD Online was a thing they introduced as like a Chinese exclusive game, and I thought about trying to get my hands on it because at the time, was I in Hong Kong? Maybe I wasn't. I don't remember. So there was like a chance I could potentially get on it. Just having a free COD would have been cool. I was into COD, like FPSs on Xbox and stuff like that. But I slowly got exposed to like the base free game with live service stuff. Was like what, League. Then people really got into overall live service, not free game necessarily. It was like what, GTA Online. Then I guess like Fortnite was the next big thing, or all the battle royales first, and then those were paid, but they were cheaper because they were indie, early access stuff, and then oh wait, I messed up.
行け。洗い清めましょう。紅に染まって散りなさい。防衛モード。今宵月を捧ぐ。雨上がりルルに月を映す。
Messing with rotation.
絶妙よ。契約を果たせ。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。せいっと。じゃあ行くよ。
みんなは俺が守れ。もう聞け。太陽の方向。
さあ働きなさい。
I'm gonna be taking this slow. I'll come back to this boss. I think it's gonna be this team's gonna be good regardless. So I'll come back to figuring out how to do this boss later.
どよめく進学火炎を
全力攻撃だ。石煙に葬られよ。何時結核にある。
口封じは任せたからね。手加減なしよ。
聞け。太陽の方向を。アクセル全開。
さあ働きなさい。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。せい
Take a while, but that's fine. Need hydro here. Fine, none and everything else.
手加減なしよ。じゃあ行くよ。
みんなは俺が守れ。この天下で裁く。燃えろ。
絶妙よ。契約をは
通常を焼き尽くす。
Interesting ending. Yeah, we need a better team for this, but I think we might be able to go through.
戦いしかない。任れて。行け。洗い清めましょう。そこ。絶縁障壁展開。交渉は終わり。決して三月よ輝け。価格守るし先行よ。来たる引く価値もない。
I don't know if this guy has like a separate
行け。
stage, but whatever. I think that
洗い
was
清
it.
めましょう。さあ掃除対象。いや洗い清めましょう。
Not bad. I think I just raw damaged it.
もうええ。みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
口封じは任せたからね。さあ働きなさい。
石煙に葬られよ。加速する。
じゃあ行くよ。
みんなは俺が守れ。
手加減なしよ。シトラリスキースパパどうよ。
聞け。太陽の方向を。アクセル。みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
絶妙よ。契約を果たす。
石煙に葬られよ。通常を焼き尽くす。
響け。楽だね。
全力攻撃だ。
口封じは任せたからね。手加減なしよ。
聞け。太陽の方向を。
We should be able to brute force it. There's no shield on this guy. There we go. Alright. Missing a star. We should be able to get it. We just need to get a right team for second. Okay. Horn bear. You need some hydro or something. The bear wasn't an issue, I don't think. It was the lightning shield that was an issue. So you end up wanting some hydro here. Do you run full hydro? Can I run full hydro? You could use some type of cryo as well, actually. You don't need hydro. Cryo's pretty darn good here. So maybe we just run our existing cryo team top side. Because I think that makes sense. The horn bear doesn't mean do anything. The thing is, this is the lightning shield and the little high, like animal stuff, but that'll be fine. This one has a fire frost. So we need hydro here. On top of hydro for fire and a fire for frost, and then both is good for the electro. So it's pyro hydro, so it's vape. I had vape, it's just slow. No, I don't have vape. That was melt. My best vape team. In a weird way, this might work, right? Something with this. Nouvelle here? No, this would be crap for cryo. You could just put like a random pyro in here. Nouvelle kind of makes sense. Dendro doesn't make sense. It does kind of burn, but it's slow, I think. And I don't have the right team for Nouv anyway. You could do something like this potentially, and then just run Yai. What would this do? Just suck in the cryo though. Wonder if we run this. Just realize that this sucks into cryo. Never mind, reconfigure. Yeah, okay. Dendro doesn't make any sense. I think I run this. What's the problem here? Nothing. And ironically, a bit of cryo. There's no hydro, so we don't care about Dendro. Cryo's kind of crap though for this team, admittedly. We need Hydro. Okay, that's fair. This one's taken, unfortunately. We can run the next best thing, potentially with Arlecchino. We'd have... What do we have? We'd have Hydro... Let me go back to this. Cryo, Hydro. We're covered for Cryo. We're covered for Hydro. Wait, what do we need Cryo? We don't need Cryo for anything, right? Yeah. So we run an Arlecchino team, I think. Run. Yeah, okay. Try an Arlecchino team. I'm not super versed on this, but I'm assuming that this should work. Just with the ordinary Hu Tao team. Except Arlecchino, because Arlecchino is easier to play. Arlecchino. I don't remember whether I had good artifacts for Arlecchino, honestly. But you can run something interesting here, though, no? Instead of a shield. You don't want to get interrupted, sure, but I don't think we necessarily care, do we? We have this. You could run some type of healer here. And secondary Cryo, maybe? Just for shield. This actually might not be a bad idea, except for I don't have Night Soul synergy. I see. This is gonna just steal reactions. Yeah, part of me wants to maybe Yai Miko here. Kind of like Fischl. Or even... This kind of works just for a bit of energy. Realistically, that's all the team I need. This is gonna steal reactions though. Run like this though, no? This kind of works, right? Other option is a Gene, but I don't think I care about Animo. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Cryo's interesting. Hydra's kind of, sorry, Dendra's kind of interesting there.
競争よ決心となれガンのように羽ばたけ平穏歌え僕の名のもとにフォークをレック宴会に沈めはっはっはっやせいはっはっ律令に従え連機から世界を熱狂の渦にせいお披露目最高の一品よやあ念の表よっ満ち溢れよふんふんふっはっはっやせやはっ天心直送カジャーン歌え僕の名のもガンのように羽ばたけ冷凍の時間よ連機無に着せこの手にはっふっせややせいはっふんふんや
念の表情、お披露目だ。食前律令に従え。光り輝くがいい。目も舌も満足させてあげる。道溢れよこの手に。
Okay. I already remember to do this first.
どの目が出るか
Everything else.
捕まえた。サリュールコー、この件はわかるかい。
覚えたわよ。私のお家にいらっしゃ。
月のように永遠な貫こう。
終わりで撤収かかる。
股間奥義、この件はわかるかい。よっほっつぶっほっさはっやっ凡庸だなと却下する。捕まえたと。どの目が出るかしら。サリュールコー。
Oh, okay.
これこそが知恵の伝道。
Oh god.
暖炉の火
I died.
消えた。
Another pyro would be good here, actually. This chamber one anyway. And the Dendro's not doing me any favors. Then we do this potentially, right? Full vape team.
天心直送連気。
僕をたたえよ歌え。ガンのように羽ばたけ。冷凍の
この手に。たっせやふっとはっやっはっふっと律令に従え。念の表、
世界の熱狂の渦にお披露。最高の一品よ。低温中
連気滅ふっはっせややっとやっせやはっふっやっ競争よ決心となれ。
歌え。僕の名のもとに目も舌も満足させてあげる。はっはっ
念の
やあ
無に帰せ。ふっはっせいふっやっとはっ
Dude, spawn your other guys, man.
連気過信。
ガンのように羽ばたけ。
この手に。ふっはっはっせやはっはっと
Okay.
撤収いただき。
権限。みんながそばにいてくれるわ。股間奥義。雨描きがたし。せつぶさとつぶふっ くらえ。どの目が出るかしら。捕まえた。歌よ西となれ。さい。いや。よっ。ここより登る。燃えろ。みんながそばにいて。かかれ。ナユルコ。あら、糸よ、工作せよ。この件はわかるかい。とっはっさっはっとっはっやっやっ捕まえた。股間奥義。やっみんなは俺が守れ。せいさっはっせいせい。悪くない攻撃だった。
Okay. This wasn't the focus anyway.
天心直送具現し世界を熱狂の渦に。冷凍の時間よ。念の表。はっ目も舌も満足させてあげる。滅力よ。はっせよ。はっせよ。連気過信。じゃじゃーん。食前に甘いもの。競争よ。光り輝くがいい。よっさ。ふんかふんふんふん。具現しフォークを抱えガンのように羽ばたけ。冷凍律令に従え。はっ道あふれよこの手に。ふっふんふんせや。
They worked out. I just put the Shenhe ult down at the right time. It was big.
終わりで撤収いただね。歌よ西となれ。
報いは訪れ。落ちるよ。ふっざっとはっやっざっなるほど拒むとはとざっよし出発。みんながそばにいてくれる。捕まえた。たさい。この件はわかるかい。糸よ工作せよ。キャップスくらえ。サイウル全力攻撃だ。燃えろ。一つの礼を。悟り真なるお獣拒むとは。
かかれ。歌よ西。終わりで。
みんなは俺が守れ。
Well, okay, we got everything lined up here.
やっ権限悪くない攻撃だ。ここより登る。よっ全力攻撃だ。もう
いただき
Oh, I messed up. Ah, that's doable. It's huge. I can do this correctly.
お披露目だ。世界を熱狂の渦に。競争よ決心となれ。よっ目も舌も満足させてあげる。レック万象よ巡れ。はっはっせや。はっはっふんこの手に。はっ
身直送。
僕をたたえよ歌え僕の低音調理。ほっ最高の一品よ。
メックス力をふっと
シュアはっはっふっやっ
やっ
はっシュアふっふっやっ
連気過信。律令に従え。そう
冷凍の時間。
念の表像。面白い。
Okay. It wasn't any better time-wise, I think.
迷える旅人よ。
糸よ工作せよ。捕まえた。
真なる王権を拒む
月のように永遠なる貫こう。
悔いは訪れる。
みんながそばにいてくれるわ。
一つ食われよ。
やっふっはっとふっやっはっさふっはっやっせい。この剣はわかるかい。どの目が出るかしら。権限
みんなは俺が
さゆるか。はっさはっふっふっとやっ
真なる
せい。
王権を拒む。
落ちるがいい。さ
報い
貫
は
こう。
訪れる。
全力攻撃だ。
一つ食われよ。
終わりで撤収か
股間奥義。さやっさやっ却下す。
燃えろ。
捕まえた。
みんなは俺が守れ。
歌よ2匹。さ
Ooh, okay, cool. We got it. Nice, nice. You still have plenty of time for outbreak. Alright, so next up in my list of to-dos is to unlock all the TP points in Snezhnaya. I can't get to this one. I can try to get to this one from here. Jack Frost Village. Sorry. Need a better team for this. No, the birds. Oh wait, I need to grab this actually. Is there a way past this? I guess it's faster on this side actually. Because I can't climb fast. I forgot, explorations will really be done with Natlan characters.
もうええよ。
じゃあ行くよ。
Those shoes.
眠気も吹っ飛んじゃった。
What? Immediately died. Wait, that's insane, actually. What? It's that bad through there? I can't even tank it for a little bit? Yikers. You know what else I'm sad about? The fact that I didn't get an achievement from that. Really should have. Okay, anyway. Guess we're going from here. I am not grabbing that. New message. Don't really need it. I found it, bro. I found it. It's all good. Not really. That got me closer. Where does this one go? Absolutely nowhere.
通常を焼き尽くす。止める勇気はあるか。
Okay. Expecting achievements from anything. I didn't see that. Lol.
もうええよ。止める勇気はあるか。
I mean, does it not seem like you should, the first time dying to like the harsh cold and the ice region, you should be getting an achievement? Is that just me? Feels like that's achievement worthy, no? Oh, there's actually water. Can't be bothered right now, I'm sorry. It'll reset, I know. I'm gonna stumble upon a world quest. Alright, that's that.
じゃあ行くよ。
いや、止める勇気はあるか。
I don't want to grab that right now. Give me a moment. Oh, this one's not even going to go to this one. Got baited. Looks like another world quest. That guy has a camera. I'll come back for this stuff. Let me go. Let me go north on this side. I'm busy. What? No, I stumbled on something. No.
旅人？そう不思議そうな顔をするな。スネージナヤの町の外じゃ、獲物は多くのものを指す言葉になる。
Oh, I know which one this is.
例えば、フェイのギャングのメンバー。とにかく厄介なフェイの集まりだと思っておけばいい。奴らはファデュイのように表立って動ける組織じゃない。だが、同じくらいスネージナヤに根付いてる。ここで獲物とされる奴は大抵一筋縄じゃいかない相手だ。それでも狩人が食っていくためには狩りをするしかない。噂じゃメンバーの中には エネルギー協会と独自のパイプを持ち、大量のクルーズ肉証拠を溜め込んでるやつもいるらしい。もちろんその証拠は全て密輸用だ。幻冬計画の
This is
統計帳簿に載
the
ることはな
quest
く、
to unlock
奪われ
this
ても軍が
area,
追跡に
whatever
動
it's
くことも
called.
ない。心配ない。言っただろ、あの連中は表立って動けないって。証拠を寒さに震えてる村のみんなに配ったとして、ドルジーナの監視下で奴らが一軒一軒回って回収できるはずがないんだ。そして当然俺が捕まることもない。俺はやるべきことをやるだけだ。それにこれは悪をもって悪を制すだけであって、別に立派なことじゃない。確かに協力者がいると助かるが、そうだな、あんたなら問題ないか。よし、お座りだ。角はいたか？爪は？ギャングの角はドイツも武装してるからな。中の角の数は10より多かったか？まだ10までは数えられないか。
Counting to 10.
俺が直接確認しに行くしかなさそうだ。正確な人数は把握できるだろうが、もう少し近づかないとな。旅人、あんたはトゥガリンと一緒に近くに隠れててくれ。俺の合図を待つんだ。
I am not doing this right now.
今はあっちで隠れててくれ。俺の合図を待つんだ。
私に従え。
Not doing that right now. I see it.
加速するぞ。
Okay, that's everything on this side. There's this one, this one. We can grab those real quick. Here. Alright. I say real quick, but it's already taking a bit longer than I wanted. Okay. There's this one.
じゃあ行くよ。
烈日よ、私に従え。空上を焼き尽くす。
right. Okay, this is unlocked.
烈日よ私に従え 通常を焼き尽くす 燃えよ加速するぞ
じゃあ行くよ
通常を焼き尽くす
It's kind of randomly strewn about. Almost there. 2 more.
烈日よ私に従え
Feels like that one would be better to go to first. Okay.
Axel 全開
Oh, this is in this level. Perfect. That's it, I think. I went through the middle. Yeah, this is not grabbable because there's like a quest here. I don't know if I can do that right now. But yeah, cool. That's gonna be it for today's stream. Quick little one. But yeah, hopefully I can reset my schedule a little bit better today. NTE tonight. Hope to, if you guys are into that, I'll see you guys there. That's it. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are from. Just have a great day in general, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care, stay safe, all good stuff. Thanks for chilling with me a little bit, Runs. Always nice talking to you. I hope you have a great rest of the week, or rest of your day if you show up tomorrow or something. All right, see you guys. Bye.